wait for that to happen. But nonetheless, we're into this championship fight now. Just the one warm-up lap, because with this 10-lap championship finale, there's quite a few carts that are concerned about fuel mileage.
Mark, a word of advice.
Yeah.
2 big deep breaths, mate, because you got 10 laps of fury to get here, and you've still got to maintain the rage for the champion at the end as well.
Well, this thrilling championship fight in the 250 internationals. Now the 125 national championship is also still live. The Mark Robin is our series points leader. He hasn't got enough points to wrap up the championship, so but all he has to do is finish the race. The form that Gary Haywood is in here this weekend, he's won 3 out of 3 so far, so if he can continue that form, then, well, yeah, Gary Haywood's just got to look at it to, if he's just got to win the championship fight in the 125 class, and if Mark Robin is unable to finish the race, then he will be able to successfully defend the title. However, the focus is, of course, on the 250 international, and with 3 of them going at it for the title. Now they're on the front 2 rows of the grid as well. Peguero on the pole, Russell Jamison is alongside. Matt Bass, the interloper in this fight, is in position number 3, the young Victorian racer. And Anton Stevens is starting out of position number 4. Then we go to Martin Larder, Chaz Madden, Chris Stebbing, Ilya Harpus, Warren McElveen, who's got some work to do from further back, Jason Smith, Michael Nicholas, Brett Hurd, Paul Clark. That's the 250 international grid. Of course, Jordan Ford and Tyler Williams, the teenage Victorian, are on the front row of the 250 national grid, but we are away 10 laps of the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit, and Stevens has got his customary lightning start, and he's leading. Anton Stevens is doing absolutely what he needs to do. Noses in front around the outside at turn 1. It's a bold manoeuvre to go from all the way around the outside, but he's pulled it off. Stevens leads from Peguero and Jamison as the championship gets underway in this final race after a long season for the Superkarts. As we see the tail end. Oh, we've lost it. That's Tyler Williams. Tyler Williams has dropped out of the race on the opening lap. Oh my goodness, he was on form to be second for the weekend. As Peguero jumps into the lead. Stevens was wide through Siberia just then and dropped a bucket of positions that he's dropped back into 4th. As Russell Jamison and Matt Bass have swept past the Art Motorsport Cisco's PVP. So Stevens now has to, well, he's undone all his good work at the start, and he's continuing to fall back. It looks like Warren McElveen is really pushing hard to take Stevens. It makes me wonder perhaps that he may have a tyre issue. That's something that can really mess you up a bit on the opening lap, while still maintaining some speed. Nonetheless, the race leaders fling themselves around this wide open sweeper that ends the lap here at the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit, and onto the Gardner Straight. Peguero leads from Jamison, Bass, Stevens and McElveen. The top 5 breaking clear of Martin Larder in 6th position.
It's entirely possible that a tyre issue is the concern there, because at about 4 o'clock, when that sun starts to disappear, the track temp disappears out, and if they haven't made the necessary adjustments before this race, they may be frying up tyres pretty quickly.
Well, it looks as though that it's perhaps not that serious an issue, because he's still keeping pace with the race leaders here. And it looks as though Larter has lost that 6th position. Christian Stebbing working his way forward now in the KJB accountants, as McElveen has a big look at Stevens into Honda corner there, turn 4. Couldn't get it to work, and in fact McElveen lost momentum from that attempt on Stevens' 4th position. But he's quickly back on it, and the top 5 pulling clear of Christian Stebbing there in 6th position, with Martin Larder tucked in behind. Working their way around past the hay shed and up and over Lukey Heights. This is the most thrilling part of the racetrack, the Lukey Heights, that long sweeping left-hand corner. As I see Ilya Harpus is dropping away from the leading group. Jason Smith is next, and Smith's just been overtaken by the flying Jordan Ford in the 250 national division, so he's already well clear of his compatriots in the 250 national class. As the leaders come down the front straight. There's the battle for second. Jamison under real pressure here from Matt Bass. Bass has a look. Stevens has got a double toe down the front straight, swings past Matt Bass into third position. Wasn't quite fast enough to get Jamison as well. But, well, the battle is on here for second position, but this is allowing Gary Peguerero to do what he does best here at Phillip Island, and that's to run away. This is how, well, he's doing it slightly easier today than last year when he had Ilya Harpers chasing him all the way to the line when he claimed his long-awaited first championship. Harpers struggling for pace and aerodynamic balance this weekend, and he's down the order slightly as McElveen pinched the line through Siberia there, trying to get a run on Stevens. As we look back, here's the 250 national class. Tim Weir and Aaron Cogger are fighting for position here, and that's Dale Williams. So this is second place in the 250 national class. We're the Queenslander who's pushing, well, Weir and Cogger are actually fighting for third place in the championship. Cogger has the advantage. Oh, and there's Martin Lada. Oh, the MJR bricklaying Anderson DEA has pulled up to a halt on, that's at MG Corner. So that's a shame for him because he'd racked up some impressive results as they go 3 wide down the front straight here, almost 4 wide. Stevens, Jamison and Bass. Stevens into second now, has got through Jamison.
Well, I'm going to suggest that that car that's stranded out there is not in race control's ideal position to leave something stranded, that's for sure. We may see a safety car deployed here.
Yeah,
because the driver's back over behind the first row of defence. We've got yellow flags locally. That may be enough.
Yeah, well, that's MG Corner, of course, is one of the prime overtaking positions here at Phillip Island. So, there was almost contact there between Stevens and Bass. Jamison has gotten back into second position. This is a thrilling battle here for second position, but what it's allowing is Peguerero is getting away, and that's the worst thing possible for Anton Stevens in his championship hopes. Second is good enough for Russell Jamison, but that is in the event of Anton Stevens winning. So back in third position, that makes it all the easier. So if Peguerero does continue to run away, then Jamison can control the championship victory from that second position. Now, Matt Bass doing a tremendous job, the youngster, as we drop back to look at the 125 national battle here. Mark Robin, the series points leader, and that's Anthony Lapis tucked in behind in the Superkart's Evolutions machine with the unique to Australia single-cylinder BRC engine. Tucked in behind him is Lee Vella there in the LJ Custom Kitchens Avoid. That's the green cart, and he's got the Italian TM engine on board his Avoid Elise. And the fourth cart in that battle there is Gary Hayward. So this is the battle for the lead in the class. So Lapis is into the race lead here for the 125 Nationals. Now, he hasn't had this form all weekend. The cart has always been fast as Robin now moves up into the race lead for the 125 Nationals. Hayward is Mark Robin is our series points leader here, so he's trying to win the championship from the front. He basically had to retire to lose the championship to Gary Hayward, but that's not going to help his situation if Hayward doesn't win the race. Now here's Whizzer once more, Gary Peguerero. Jamison in second position, Stevens in third, Bass in fourth position, McElveen hanging on to the tail of this battle here in fifth position. Swinging around through MG Corner near the end of the lap. We're at half distance, about to complete lap number 6 of 10, and this battle amongst the leaders for second position is a monster. Russell Jamison is starting to edge away. So Stevens might need a little bit of help here from Bass and McElveen to get back into the title fight as we move back to look at the 125 national fight. Hayward bomb dives up the inside into Honda Corner, picks off Robin and Vella, but couldn't get Lapis as well. Lapis who's come across from Adelaide to race here this weekend. And in that distinctive silver and Dayglow red machine. Lee Vella in the green machine there in third position, who's had a, well, he had a dreadful championship in the opening round. And here's Aaron Cogger in 250 National. Now, he was embroiled in battle with a couple of other carts for the lead in 250 National, but he's on his own now. So I wonder what's happened there, but we're back with the race leaders here. Peguero not in sight, he's out in front. There's Warren McElveen, the Max Marine Stockman Superkarts. Stockman MR2 with the VM engine from the Czech Republic.
Just over half race distance here too, Mark. So if there's anyone that wants to make an impression on the championship and they've got to drag points in, I'm sort of thinking about Anton Stevens here. He needs to really get on with things to remain relevant in this year's title fight. But wow, we bought all these carts that are in the outright for 250 International here this weekend, and they have all maintained the rage, haven't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Wiz is doing a fantastic job out in front.
Here's this tremendous fight for the 125 National win. Vella getting up alongside Lapis. They're swapping positions each and every lap. It's like watching Formula V at very much high speed here. The 125 Nationals put on a tremendous...
Formula V and fast forward.
Yeah. As Vella has opened a small gap here in the L&J Custom Kitchens and Joinery machine. Now there's another car just ahead of them, and that is Aaron Cogger. So Cogger's actually must be in a bit of strife there if he's falling back towards the 125 Nationals. And there's Tim Weir. He's just diving underneath one of the slower 250 Nationals. I think it was Chaz Madden. And there's Scott Appledore, one of the new drivers in the championship, a Victorian local. He's having his first run in the Australian Championship this year. There's Chaz Madden in the Madden Oil cart that's come across from South Australia. Older machinery, Yamaha TZ250 engine aboard his PVP chassis. And there's superior power of the 250 International engine powers past Tim Weir on the run down the front straight. Back with that 125 National battle, and it's Hayward into the lead now, and Vella looks up the inside of Lapis, couldn't get it done.
Russell Jamison setting the fastest lap of the race in the last lap around as well.
Well,
so it's alive and well at the front of the field.
It's still 1.5 seconds, mind you.
So Peguero's managing that just nicely, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. He can control the wind from here.
And keep the number 1 plate.
Well, no, it's not going to be enough. From there, no. Jamison will win the title.
Okay. They got another one off.
Oh, there. And that's Chris Stebbing. Christian Stebbing, one of the Victorians who's been going great guns this weekend in the Anderson DEA, and unfortunately he's parked it down there on entry to MG Corner. And he's this tremendous battle amongst the one. Oh, the leaders have caught the 125 National fight. Oh my goodness me. So we see there's Anton Stevens and Matt Bass have worked their way through, and McElveen in pursuit. So Jamison and Peguero have already worked their way past the 125 National battle. So Matt Bass continuing to pressure Anton Stevens for that third position. As we see Gary Hayward on screen there in the number 26, the Black Ringwood Kart Centre machine. He's the reigning 125 National Class champion, and he's doing everything that he can to retain that title, but with Mark Robin in the red number 46 Colorite Painting Stockman tucked in behind, it's not going to be enough. Matt Bass here on screen, the number 14 Talk, and Russell Jamison has almost caught Peguero. So, Russell Jamison is perhaps looking to win the title from the front. Not quite content to let Peguero take victory here. We're about to start the last race of the 2015 Australian Superkart Championship. Whizzes across the line in the race lead. Then there's Jamison, Stevens in the black and blue PVP. And then we have Matt Bass in the black Anderson. And the red and blue, ever familiar kart of Warren McElveen, the 7-time champion of the 250 International class. When Superkarts first appeared on the Shannon's Australian Motor Racing Nationals 10 years ago, McElveen was the champion that year, and here he is, he's still a force at the front end of the field. Now, Jamison trying to use lap traffic to his advantage to continue to close down the gap on Gary Peguero. The split times show that Jamieson is inching his way towards Peguero. It's sort of 2 to 3 tenths per sector, as much as maybe 6 to 7 tenths over the course of the lap. So the gap is now down to half a second. Over the top of over the top of Lukey Heights, of course. This is the final corner now. So Gary Peguero has done enough to take victory, but it won't be enough to retain his championship. And Russell Jamieson, the 2013 Australian champion, wins his second title in the 250 international class. Peguero did everything he could to try and retain his title.
No checker flag's been given.
Oh, hello.
No, checker flag's not shown.
I've called it a lap.
Final lap.
Someone whacked me on the back of the head.
We'll pick each other up all weekend long now, Mark. It's all right.
Yeah, I've done the NCIS.
I'll forgive you. It's on again, though. Let's keep an eye on the leaders.
Yeah, and here they are once more, heading out. They're past Siberia, coming past the hay shed.
Well, this is a great battle.
Sorry, we're back at Honda Corner, turn 4 here. And Jamieson, he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave anything to chance here. Tucked right in behind Peguero. He wants that win.
Well, this really is a battle for the ages out in front here. The title all but decided, but this is about pride, and this is about bragging rights in the pits at the end of the day. That's what this is all about. It's You see how hard I came on then, and car 1 versus car 35 there at the moment. Now, this is the drive to the flag, Mark.
Sorry.
Wind yourself up one more time. We've got about a kilometre to go.
Out of the final turn, Gary Peguero is going to take the victory here, his third victory for the weekend. And he will move into second place in the championship. However, the victor, the Australian champion for 2015, is Russell Jamieson for the Coach Design team. Anton Stevens crosses the line in third position. Matt Bass has done a tremendous job to finish fourth, as it looks here that Paul Campbell may have run out of fuel on the last lap. In fact, he's not the only one. There's another cart down at turn 4 that's being pushed off track. There are a number of drivers who are concerned about fuel mileage. Here's Ilya Harpus on screen. Harpus is coming around to finish in 6th position behind Warren McElveen, who finished 5th. As we look, there's the 44. And, that's Paul Clark, who's come across from Western Australia. Here's the 125 National. They're going 3 abreast in the run to the line. Hayward's doing everything he can, but Mark Robin wins the championship in style.
Thumbs up between the two. Great acknowledgement between competitors there.
So Tony Lapis, I think, was second across the line in the end. Yes, he was pit Gary Hayward in the sprint to the line. But Mark Robin won the race and the championship in the 125 National Division. Jordan Ford had already claimed the title in 250 National the previous time. And here he comes down, and there he is, crossing the line. That's Dale Williams, actually. Jordy Ford's already come around and won the 2. Well, there goes your record, I'm afraid, Jason. 8 out of 8 for Jordy Ford. That's the first time that anyone has done 8 wins over the course of an Australian Championship season.
And of course, Mark Gary Wizard has come home with the Donate Life stickers on the side of that card as well. A very important message out of this race this afternoon. And